Hello once again, this is Stan Houston, and I thank you for your time. You know, I do a lot of things. First of all, I have the radio program called Interesting Ideas, and we're beginning a new one that's called More Power to You. Yes, More Power to You, which deals with the significance of prayer in our lives. And that is something we have to do if we want to be truly successful in life. And I think we'll make that point for you. Also, we want to continue with our podcast business. And because of that, we are doing so because it's very, very vital. It's called What It Takes Radio. And what it's all about is helping you, your business, your company, your organization to reach your audience. Now, thinking of audience, there's a gentleman who just came out with a book, and he's kind of well known, at least in the circles of people who appreciate new ideas. His name is Arthur C. Brooks, Vast Experience. And he's just written a new book called, now listen to this, From Strength to Strength, Finding Success, Happiness, and Deep Purpose in the Second Half of Life. And there's a wonderful little quote that he has in it. I found this: if you don't do anything with your life, you won't know when it's over. And in this brief, big idea from one of the excerpts, this is coming from, it goes on to say that there are things, yes, things about growing older that can make us better. Now, of course, we all have heard that great line, you know, growing old is not for sissies. And it certainly isn't in many ways. There are health issues and relationship issues. Certainly the fact that we can have a very, very difficult time as we get older. As our challenges, they increase, and of course our strength and perhaps our endurance and our energy somewhat decrease. Yeah, they come together. We can't help that. As one of my doctor friends said, hey, Stan, you know, after a certain age, some of our parts just start wearing out. Yeah, that happens. Well, one of the things that is very, very important to me, and I use this as kind of a model for me, it could be that we should all aspire to be a Michelangelo, in that it was said that he did his best work between the ages of 75 and 89. Did you know that? I think we are called to have an encore. Yep. And so I've put together what is simply right now just an idea. And I would hope that this idea, which I've had for some time, would become a movement of good people. And the movement might even become an organization. And then in some cases, that organization might even include business opportunities where people who can help us help one another actually have things of value to offer that are of quality for all of us who are in this age and in this stage of our lives. So here's the deal. As part of my podcast business, What It Takes Radio, and if it expands, we can also take it to the YouTube. You see, that's very easy for us to do. Right now, we help hundreds of people do YouTube video work for their business. I would like to start what I simply call the Encore Experience. That's right. And what it is designed to do is to help men and women, and particularly men and women of the Spirit, who believe that there is a deep purpose in life and that God wants us to live well, even as we finish, so that indeed we can finish well. And we're not called to retire. We're called to shift careers, shift projects, begin to do new and different things. Because we have some things, things that we have gained in our older years. And usually that thing that we've gained is more than a little bit of wisdom and some insight and some truth. And perhaps that could be helpful to many others, to us, each other, of course, but particularly to our young people who are very much lost right now. So what I want to do is I'm looking for men and women who say, Stan, I would like to be part of that Encore project idea. Now, we don't know what it means yet, but we know that it will mean a world-class podcast in which we will talk to people, interview people, hear their stories, hear stories from people who have found the encore in their life, or it is people who are looking for their encore. I just talked to a gentleman. He's 94 years old, and he's sitting in the office where I have my studio, and he said, well, I've been doing this all my life, and I've done it well. I've many buildings like this, but I'm kind of tired right now. And my son and my grandson, they're carrying on with it. So Stan, I'm trying to figure out what I should do next. Of course, I'm not going to retire. I'm not going to stop. I'm fine. I want to find my next whatever. Stan, can you help me do that? And I simply said, you're looking for your encore. And he got it. Yeah, a good performer. We're called back for an encore. Come on back. Do another program, do another show, do another project, do another song, do an encore. So if you are interested in being a part of an encore project, just let me know. Again, it's a part of What It Takes Radio, and we would be glad to see if we can get you on the radio to help other people live well, particularly in the second half of life, and maybe even in the fourth quarter of life. And with a smile, one of my friends said, and who knows, we might be in the 2-minute warning. Only God knows, but we can still live well with what we have. We can still press on with our encore. So, I say all the best and blessings to you, because you should always close with a benediction. And please remember, if you want to be a part of an encore project or interested please reach out to me at stanhouston@gmail.com. That's stanhouston@gmail.com. I look forward to working with you on your encore. And again, a double blessing. We'll be in touch, and all the best and blessings to you. And until maybe next time, bye for now. Please reach out to us. I'm Stan Houston. stanhouston@gmail.com, witradio.net, 520-664-7002, USA.